laws of friction. So we know that the normal force. What is called normal force? Normal force means, what is called normal force? So the perpendicular force is acting on the body by the surface is called as normal force. Okay. So in this body, how many forces are acting? Normal force is acting upward direction, and weight of the body acting downward direction. Applied force acting towards positive x direction, and the friction force always oppose the motion of the body. It is acting negative x direction. The friction force always opposite to the applied force. Okay. The friction force is directly proportional to the normal force. Friction force always directly proportional to the normal force. So friction force is directly proportional to normal force. So when we are removing the proportionality, introducing one coefficient or constant, f is equal to mu into n, or mu is equal to f by n. Mu is equal to the ratio of frictional force to normal force is called mu. Mu is called a coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. The coefficient of friction doesn't have any units. Why? Because this is a ratio between two forces. The ratio between two forces. The ratio between frictional force, the ratio between frictional force and normal force. That's why it doesn't have any units. The laws of frictions also three types. Laws of static friction, laws of kinetic friction, laws of rolling friction. So first one, laws of static friction. The static friction force is directly proportional to the normal force. So when we are removing proportionality, introducing one coefficient mu s. Mu s is called coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. So mu s is equal to fs by n. The ratio of static friction to normal friction is called as coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. So what are the laws of static friction? So the first one is, static friction force always opposed to applied force. So it always opposed to the applied force. So for example, the applied force acting in positive x direction, static friction force acting in negative x direction, always opposed to the applied force. And second one is independent of area of contact. So doesn't depend on area of contact. Static friction doesn't depend on area of contact. Third one is, so the magnitude of static frictional force should be equal to the applied force. Applied force. So these are laws of static friction. So static friction always oppose the applied force. Static friction independent of area of contact. So the magnitude is always equal and opposite to the applied force. So the static friction force directly proportional to the normal force. These four things are called the laws of static friction. So next one is laws of kinetic friction. So the kinetic friction force also opposite to the applied force, and it is always reduce the velocity of a moving body. It is always reduce the velocity of moving body. And third one is, it is also independent of area of contact. So kinetic friction force doesn't depend on area of contact. And next one is, so static friction force directly proportional to the normal force. Directly proportional to the normal force. So when we are removing the proportionality, introducing one constant that is called mu k. Mu k is called as coefficient of kinetic friction. So the kinetic friction laws are four. What are they? Kinetic friction force always opposite to the direction of applied force. Kinetic friction force always oppose the velocity of the moving body. Kinetic friction force independent of area of contact. Kinetic friction force directly proportional to the normal force. Directly proportional to the normal force. So next one is laws of rolling friction. This is the one of the important one for APE. So laws of rolling friction. So first one is the rolling friction doesn't depend on area of contact. Rolling friction force depend on area of contact. If area increases, area of contact increases, what happened? So the rolling friction force also increases. Rolling friction force increases with increase of area of contact. Increase of area of contact. And second one is, if radius increases, the friction force decreases. So the radius of contact is increases, rolling friction is decreases. Is decreases means inversely proportional to the radius. Inversely proportional to the radius. And next one is rolling friction force is directly proportional to the normal force. Directly proportional to the normal force. So Fr is equal to, when we are removing the proportionality, mu r into n, and mu r is equal to Fr by n. Okay. So laws of rolling frictions. First one is, so the rolling friction force will depend on area of contact. First one is. Second one is, if area of contact increases, rolling friction also increases. If radius increases, what happened? Rolling friction decreases. Rolling friction decreases. So rolling friction inversely proportional to the radius of contact. Radius of contact. Rolling friction force directly proportional to the normal force. Directly proportional to the normal force. So Fr is directly proportional to n. When we are removing proportionality, mu r into n, or mu r is equal to Fr by n. Among these coefficients, mu s is greater than, mu k is greater than mu r. Okay. Thank you. Advance happy Batukama and happy Dasara to you.